Your dog is trying to tell you they love you. Not once, not twice, every single day. But here's the part no one tells you. If you miss these signs, you're not just missing affection, you're breaking trust. Quietly, bit by bit. Not on purpose, not maliciously, but slowly, your dog starts to wonder if you even feel the bond they feel. And they never say it out loud, they just stop trying. Because dogs don't love the way we do. They don't send texts. They don't say, "I love you" with words. They show it with body language, biology, and instincts refined over thousands of years. And if you don't recognize it, they notice. They pull back. The bond frays slowly, silently, painfully. And this isn't guesswork, it's science, backed by MRI scans, hormone data, and behavior studies that finally decode the ways dogs express pure, loyal, unconditional love. And most of us have no idea it's happening right in front of us. In this video, you'll learn the 12 proven signs your dog is saying "I love you," and once you see them, you'll never unsee them again. Ready to get started? Let's go! Sign 12, tail wagging in a certain way. You've seen your dog's tail wag 1,000 times, but you probably never noticed which direction it leans. A groundbreaking 2007 study published in Current Biology found something almost no one knew. Dogs wag their tails more to their right when they see someone they love. Left side wagging, that's more common when they feel anxious or unsure. Researchers observed that the rightward wag is controlled by the left hemisphere of the brain, the side linked to approach, joy, and attachment. When your dog sees you and their tail swings to the right with broad, sweeping arcs, that's not just excitement, it's neurological proof of affection. But here's where it gets even deeper. Dogs watching other dogs wag to the left showed signs of stress, faster heartbeats, stiff posture. That means even they know the direction of the wag matters. So next time you walk in the door, watch their tail. If it veers right and that little body can't stop wiggling, they're not just happy, they're in love. Sign 11, their heart rate. You say "I love you" to your dog as a habit. But here's what you probably don't realize. When you say those words, something literal happens inside their chest. A study by Canine Cottages used heart rate monitors to track what happens when dogs hear emotional cues from their owners. The result? Dogs' heart rates increased by an average of 46% the moment their human said "I love you." That's not just excitement, that's biochemical proof of attachment. Their heart responds before their body even moves. You're not just a source of food or routine, you're their emotional center. And the reverse is true too. When dogs were simply cuddling or calmly sitting with their owners, their heart rate actually decreased, signaling a deep sense of safety and contentment. They relax into your presence, the way a child leans into a parent. That's how safe you make them feel. So yes, your voice changes your dog's physiology, and they're listening more closely than you think. Now real quick, before we move to number 10, if you love dogs, make sure to subscribe. Sign 10. Scent attachment and comfort seeking. Your dog knows your scent better than you know your own voice, and to them, it's not just familiar, it's everything. In the 2015 study published in Behavioral Processes, neuroscientist Gregory Burns used MRI scans to observe dogs' brain activity when exposed to various smells. The most powerful reaction didn't come from food, it didn't come from other dogs, it came from the scent of their owner. The part of the brain that lit up was the caudate nucleus, a region tied to reward, anticipation, and pleasure. In other words, your scent literally makes them feel good, not just comforted, rewarded. That's why your dog steals your socks, why they roll on your dirty laundry, why they choose the exact spot on the couch where you were sitting. They're not being weird, they're anchoring themselves to the one thing in the world that represents safety and connection, you. And this attachment doesn't turn off when they sleep. In fact, that's where the next sign appears, quiet, instinctive, and often overlooked. Sign 9, sleeping near you or on your items. Where your dog sleeps says more about your relationship than you think. A study published in the journal Anthrozoos found that dogs who sleep near their owners, whether in the same bed, same room, or even curled up on worn clothing, show stronger emotional bonds and lower anxiety levels. But the effect isn't one-sided. Humans in the study also reported feeling safer, more comforted, and more connected when their dog slept nearby. This isn't about habit or convenience. It's rooted in pack survival behavior. In the wild, sleeping close meant safety, warmth, and trust. Your dog choosing to rest near you or on something that smells like you is a primal way of saying, "You are my home base. I feel safe beside you." And when you're gone, they'll often seek out the next best thing. Your shirt, your pillow, the spot where your scent lingers. It's not clinginess, it's loyalty and comfort. But when they're awake, this attachment doesn't fade. In fact, it becomes something even more powerful, a silent shadow that moves with you from room to room. Sign 8. Voluntary following without reward. You get up to grab water, and there they are. You walk into another room and they follow. No leash, no command, no treat in sight. This isn't a coincidence. According to a 2021 study from Iotwas-Larand University, dogs will choose to follow their owners even when there's no expectation of food, praise, or play. The researchers found that this behavior is driven not by reward seeking, but by emotional attachment, what they call social motivation. This is a form of imprinting, similar to how ducklings follow their mother. Your dog isn't following you to get something, they're following you because they're bonded to you, and proximity equals safety. Even more fascinating, the study found that dogs could distinguish between emotionally responsive humans and indifferent ones, and they chose to follow the people who were engaged, warm, and attentive. So if your dog shadows you from kitchen to couch to bathroom, it's not just a habit, it's a declaration, "I choose to be near you." Sign 7. Social referencing and gaze checking. You may not notice it, but your dog is constantly watching your face, not out of obedience, but for guidance. In a 2013 study led by McCloskey and Tobel, researchers discovered that dogs engage in something called referential gazing, a behavior where they look to their owner's face to interpret unfamiliar or confusing situations. If something unusual happens, they don't rely solely on instinct. They look at you to decide how to react. This trait is rare, even among highly intelligent animals. It's a social skill dogs developed through thousands of years of living alongside humans. They don't just love you. They trust your emotional reality more than their own. So when your dog glances at you before crossing a room, before approaching a new person, or even during play, it's not random. It's a silent question. Are we okay? Is this safe? Are you still with me? And you answering, whether with a smile, a word, or calm breath, matters more than you. Sign 6. Gift offering and shared resources. It starts with a toy dropped at your feet. Sometimes it's a slipper, sometimes it's less charming, like a dead bug or a muddy stick, but the meaning behind it is deeper than most people realize. Ethological studies on canine behavior show that dogs engage in gift offering as a social bonding ritual, especially with those they trust the most. In wild canids, sharing prey or prized objects isn't just about resources, it's about inclusion. You don't share with strangers, you share with your pack. When your dog brings you their favorite toy, it's not just an invitation to play, it's a gesture that says, "This is mine and I want you to have it." You've been chosen to be part of their inner circle, to participate in their joy, to hold what they hold dear. Even when the object makes no sense to you, it's symbolic. It means you matter enough to share space, attention, and possession. Sign 5. Leaning, nudging, and physical anchoring. You're standing still and suddenly there it is, just the gentle weight of your dog leaning against your leg. No whining, no tugging, just presence. To the untrained eye, it might look like affection or neediness, but science tells a deeper story. A 2013 study from the University of Veterinary Medicine in Verona found that dogs use pressure-based contact, leaning, nudging, or resting against you, as a way to regulate their emotions. It's not just comfort-seeking, it's co-regulation. This behavior is deeply rooted in pack survival. In the wild, canines huddle together to maintain body warmth, lower stress, and communicate safety without sound. When your dog leans into you, they're tapping into that same instinct. They're saying, "You're my anchor, I feel grounded here." Even subtle contact, like a paw resting on your foot or a nudge under your arm, serves the same function. It's connection through touch. It's saying, "I don't just want you, I trust you." But this connection goes beyond behavior. It actually changes their biology. When you're near, their entire nervous system shifts into something calmer, safer, and more regulated. Let's now explore what happens to your dog's stress hormones when you're in the room and how your presence becomes their emotional medicine. Sign 4. Cortisol reduction in your presence. We all know dogs love being near their people, but what if that closeness was actually healing them? A 2017 study published in Frontiers in Psychology revealed something remarkable. After just 10 minutes of gentle interaction, like cuddling, petting, or calm presence, both humans and dogs showed a significant drop in cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. This isn't just about mood. Cortisol affects heart rate, immune function, even lifespan. And your presence, your voice, your touch, your attention literally changes your dog's body chemistry for the better. You make them safer on a cellular level. It's more than affection. It's a regulation. You are their emotional thermostat. When they curl up beside you, press against your leg, or simply lie in the same room, their body shifts out of alert mode and into trust. Sign 3, licking as social grooming. It might feel silly or annoying sometimes, the constant licking of your hands, your face, your arms after a workout, but that behavior is one of the oldest expressions of love in the canine world. A study published in Animal Cognition found that licking in dogs does far more than clean wounds or taste salt. It activates the same brain circuits tied to social bonding and emotional reassurance that are observed in wild wolves during grooming rituals. In wolf packs, grooming is a key part of maintaining harmony. It lowers tension, signals loyalty, and reinforces pack unity. Your dog inherited that instinct, and when they lick you, they're offering a version of that ritual. They're saying, "You belong to me. I care for you. I'm at peace with you." Puppies lick their mothers. Adult dogs lick pack mates, and when they choose to lick you, it's not random. It's a direct transfer of comfort, connection, and love. Sign 2, emotional synchronization and empathy. Have you ever noticed your dog acting differently when you're upset? Quietly lying next to you, watching you, refusing to leave your side? That's not just intuition, it's emotional synchronization. A 2020 study from the University of Vienna confirmed that dogs are capable of emotional contagion, a phenomenon where one individual unconsciously absorbs the emotional state of another. And for dogs, this effect is strongest with their owner. If you're anxious, your dog's body will reflect that stress. If you're joyful, they brighten. They tune into your tone, your posture, even your micro-expressions so closely that their own nervous system responds in kind. This is more than empathy. It's entanglement. Your emotional state becomes part of theirs. The bond goes deeper than behavior. It becomes shared biology. And while this might feel subtle, it's one of the clearest indicators that your dog doesn't just live with you, they live through you. Sign 1, mutual gazing. Sometimes your dog just looks at you. Not with urgency, not for food, just a soft, calm stare, like they're studying your soul. In 2015, researchers led by Nagasawa published a groundbreaking study in Science, revealing that this kind of mutual gaze triggers a surge of oxytocin in both humans and dogs. Oxytocin is the same hormone that bonds mothers to infants. It's the chemical root of trust, safety, and love. This discovery stunned scientists. No other interspecies bond has shown this kind of biochemical loop. It means that when your dog gently looks into your eyes, without distraction, without fear, they're not just being cute. They're saying something ancient and powerful. You are my person. You are where I belong. This mutual gaze isn't trained. It's earned. And the more you return it, the stronger your emotional connection becomes, literally carved into your hormones, your brain chemistry, your shared biology. So the next time your dog looks at you like that, still present, completely tuned in, don't look away. Now, you know, your dog's love isn't just emotional, it's biological. From heart rate spikes to oxytocin-filled gazes, they've been saying I love you in ways you probably missed. But now you can finally see it. The leaning, the licking, the following, the way they look at you like you're their entire world. Lastly, if this changed how you see your dog, let us know in the comments. And if you love dogs, hit subscribe and tap the bell for more videos. See you in the next one.